today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stidham. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. First and goal at the 1. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Reception here by Rose. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish. Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Yeah, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Stidham on second down. Now quickly to Judy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. To throw is Stidham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Singletary. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
On third down, Stidham. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. 38 yards officially, and the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll look downfield for one. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard.
Denver's offense ready to go again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9. Brings
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Singletary, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Jonathan Abram.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Raiders 14, Broncos 7.
Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On 1st down, Stidham. He's going to waft this one deep left sideline. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have...
He's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Stidham 1st down in the red zone. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They run here with Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second down, here's Stidham. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Zach Pascal, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just got to get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
That'll go as a loss of 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
41-yard line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
1-yard gain.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Carr. That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson on for the PAT.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out and feel charged up and ready to go.
So that one will be accepted.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback open.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Stidham. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stidham from the shotgun, and that is incomplete.
Stidham's pass incomplete on the
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter.
49-yard line.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Carr looking downfield for Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr again. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Darren Waller.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stidham. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. That's into the hands of Pascal. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr.
Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try to up his game. Just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stidham. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Devin Singletary, incomplete.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4.
21.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The tackle made.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a Las Vegas.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And
so back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Carr's pass.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Sam Sloman now for the point after. And And that one gives them a 3-point lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the gun, Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Stidham. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Max Crosby. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Stidham. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
And we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Now this throw caught left side. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. Now quickly to Judy. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Complete to
Jerry Judy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The 49-yard
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun. Carr
Completes this out left to Ruggs.
and finally out of bounds all the way down at the 2. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Keith Hart on the tackle.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run with Jacobs.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are back within a score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy. His Bronco teammates.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Stidham. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal.
Stidham's pass.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in there.
And the Raiders have got him.
Raekwon
is the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Raekwon McMillan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he's going to go down again. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it.
There he goes, left side. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. It's a big play there for Vegas. 55 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Stidham sets to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stidham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Now it's Stidham. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's a
short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Raiders offense ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Got an open man, it's Rhodes.
The 30, past the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Daniel Carlson.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25 yards.
Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st down, Stidham.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And Jones has it over the middle. Carr, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Intended for Tyrell.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from the 20. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again.
And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. From the gun, it's Stidham. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Tanner Muse. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the second down throw on target. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Stidham. He will find his man on the outside. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr looking middle, and it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Here he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The drive starts with a completion left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Stidham on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 27 on the play.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in.
Stidham's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
1-yard line.
Stidham going back to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll try and throw forward with Stidham. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it doesn't feel right. Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Running is Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Carr to throw forward on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen that, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
Fourth down, here's Stidham. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execute.
And he will score. Touchdown
Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He's going to let it fly. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stidham. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man. It's Judy complete. 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Complete to Jerry Judy.
Jerry Judy with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Sam Sloman for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
66.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.